Welcome back to some more Dark Souls in this new Let's try again, shall we? In this shield run. Yes, indeed. So things are exactly where we were last episode, just having finished off Nito and just been massacred on our way through the Tomb of the Giants, and the catacombs also went particularly spectacularly. So this is going to be quite a nice short episode, I suspect, or at least it will not involve much in the way of dramatic activity, so this is just going to be some bit of cleanup. I want to go and see what we can pick up in the name of new spells. I think that would be a useful thing. By spells I should say miracles, because we did rescue the nice lady who can train us up a bit further. I'd also like to see if I can up my weapon stats, maybe take out a couple of Titanite demons to upgrade Quelaag's Fury Sword a little bit. I'd like to get some armor upgrades even for this shiny new set, if I had the money, and I would like to kill Havel. So those are the sorts of things I'm going to be attempting in this run. So if you want to see more kind of boss progress on new areas, probably the next video will be more exciting for you than this one is. So we are still human, which is kind of surprising. I actually thought Nito would polish us off, you know, at least once. But he didn't, notably. He didn't really do an awful lot as far as damaging us goes. So we are still alive. Since we've killed the boss in this area, we can't be invaded, which is very cheering. Now, this young lady is the lady we rescued, and because of things happening, not happening, I'm not quite sure what the logic is, she isn't dead yet, which is good. I've often come to find her here, and she's already been dead, probably because I didn't get to her fast enough. But
Hello. I will never forget what you did. I am deeply indebted, for it was not within my power to save Vince or Nico. I cannot thank you enough. In case you have not heard, I am Rhea of Thoroland. I only wish there was some way I could help you. But I am inexperienced and I only know the art of miracles. If that could be of any help, speak to me again.
alright, I will speak to you again.
Would a miracle be of any help to you? I would be most pleased if that was so. May we discuss miracles then?
Yes, I think that's good. I'm glad you didn't ask me that as a straight question, because we can just work that one out. So let's, we have to purchase. Oh, she sells divine blessings. How nice. And she sells very inexpensive. So that, I'm sure that's 4k from the other guy. Force is a K. Great heal. That's pretty nice. 3 uses. 10k. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Wrath of the Gods. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Now we've only got Faith 20 rather than 24. Magic Barrier. What the hell does that do? I'm guessing it's some sort of magical barrier. Looks like a self-buff of some variety. Never actually had miracles much other than the sunlight stuff. Oh, that's just a magic block. It's a sort of anti-magic. I guess that might be quite handy for certain bosses, like the 4 Kings, for example. That could be kind of good. Great Heal Excerpt is 1 shot. Force I already have. Great Heal, 3 uses. It's an extra heal. An extra heal is nice. I'm going to need more attunement slots. If I have too many miracles, because I only have 2 slots, one of which is used by Force, and I don't really need that. But I'm not going to have the faith to use Great Heal at the moment. On the other hand, if I don't buy it now, she may die before being able to offer me much that's useful. So I'm guessing I should probably buy as much as I possibly can at this point. So let's just buy everything. Let's buy Magic Barrier. We'll buy Seek Guidance for completeness, even though it's of no value whatsoever, but what the hell? I'll buy Homeward. I don't need it. And let's see what else.
Be safe. Farewell, Varianox.
Varianox, yes. Something about night? I don't know. What do we have in the way of lots of souls? Brave Warriors 5k. I think it's 10k for most else that's actually good. Large Proud Knight, is that 1k? Yeah, it's 3k. Superb.
Would a miracle be if I would admit?
Yes, let's discuss miracles. And she sells a straight up talisman. So, I'm not even sure if this is the best talisman to use. It's the starting talisman, it's the one she sells. Matey, the other chap, does sell another kind of talisman. Do you want Great Heal or Wrath of the Gods? Yeah, both of those would be nice. Really? I don't know if Wrath of the Gods is going to be particularly useful. It's a 3-shot. It's kind of nice. Let's pick up Great Heal, as we're much more likely to be able to use that soon. Or we could get Great Heal Excerpt, which we can use now. I can also pick up another copy of Heal. See, that's quite good in the short term. Yeah, I think that's 3-shot, but we can't use it yet. Second slot of heals would be quite nice. Let's buy that because it's cheap. Let's just buy everything.
Then be safe. Farewell, Varian.
And while we're here, got some more of those.
Would a miracle?
Let's buy a Great Heal.
Then be safe. Varian.
I don't necessarily want to burn all of my static soul bottle things. We might just instead just step out and kill a few more mobs to gain a bit of XP. Yeah, so at this point in the game we've got quite good options for picking up XP. I mean, we can quite easily just step back to Enor Londo, kill a knight or two, a time or two. Each of those knights is a K at this point. If you have Pyromancy and you're feeling cheap, and there's nothing wrong with feeling cheap, I find, then one quite nice way, actually killing those big guys would be quite handy. Yeah, but if you have Pyromancy, a nice way of getting XP is just to go to the Tomb of the Giants, to the second bonfire, which you can warp to via this because we've already been there, and just kill the same dog and skeleton over and over again. You can I think it's Great Combustion or anything notable will take them out in one shot. Great Fireball, I think, actually. But we're not doing combustion, so that's not really an option. Let's go to the Chamber of the Princess here. So that's the back bonfire above Ornstein and Smorgenstein. Obviously, haven't kindled that bonfire. There would be absolutely nothing wrong doing that now, really. Since we have a humanity. Come along, elevator. I often just sleep off here, but since I don't have a shield, so what would also be quite nice is if I can kill a few of these very tall chaps. They do drop occasionally Titanite chunks, which would be ideal at the moment. be ideal. Not getting hit would also be ideal. He's going to be a pain in the ass, just because he can be. No chunk for me. But he's XP, and his being XP is good. I like it. Did chafe. I don't really want him to heal up, because that would be annoying. But he might just get away with healing up. Another couple of hits. So that's pretty fast in terms of XP pickup. I would like to kill the Titanite demon here as well, but I have a feeling that I should get some bow upgrades before doing that. So we'll just do another pass. Now I realise this isn't the most exciting activity I could be doing, but I am deliberately trying with this playthrough to record everything. I mean, the only thing I'm not recording is just a pointless run to a shop, which I guess this video I kind of am recording, but that's the only thing I've really skipped so far, is a shop run. Because there are so many videos out there which are so edited, and people are really showing you, the best moments of their playthroughs rather than their actual playthrough, and I think it's more... It's not only more realistic, but it's just more authentic, I think, to be showing what actually happens, rather than what you'd like to have happen, or what you can imagine might have happened, or I did it 50 times and here's the one where I won. So that's why I'm going through this sort of slightly, possibly tiresome approach. Just because I think it's more realistic, really. Oh, plunging attack, thank you. is still not really making with the being obliging. One thing I will do here, because I have tons of homeward bones, I'll just save you watching me run back to the bonfire. So if you're reasonably healthy and you don't want to wait for the lift here, just walk off. I mean, it hurts, but it's not fatal. And this is a fine place to farm both experience and Titanite shards. It's also very good practice, because if you've fought these guys a few times repeatedly, then under pressure it's a lot simpler. I mean, as you can see, it'll take you a few tries if you want to two-hand your way through this. It is much more efficient. But with a shield, especially with a tower shield, I suppose, excuse me, in a sense, only with a tower shield, you can take quite a lot on the chin here. Thank you, immunity frames. That actually hit rather less than I thought it would. Just managed to walk past him there. I didn't think roll was going to take me the right direction. Not a chunk to be seen. I mean, that is slightly irritating. What I should do really is equip some magic find. So let's do that. Could have done this first, of course. So that's steel protection. Yeah, steel protection might have been helping there quite a lot, but let's swap in our covetous gold serpent ring for some extra discovery. And we'll see if we get any better drops this way. You can max out on magic find gear. I think there's certainly another item that you can wear, which I forget completely what it is, but somebody out there knows. That wasn't even two-handed. Giant halberd. Yeah, you see, that's not what I was looking for. Now, because I'm going up the hill, as you probably noticed, he can't really hit me here with very much. See if we can get another plunging attack here. Don't know if we will. So a lot of Dark Souls navigation does seem to be... What the hell? He's decided to take the long route. Yeah, so pathing, not always the best. I think their navigation is quite variable. I don't know how they navigate exactly. I'm assuming it's probably a navigation mesh, because that would be fairly standard here. It may just be waypoint based. Either way, periodically they do seem to get very confused. And this would be a fine example of someone getting very confused. don't really want a knight on my head. So many things in this game you could call knights, and they're not very knight-like. And no gear for me. So, Titanite chunks, really not something that they're specialising in here. I can't believe we never opened these doors. I'm sure I meant to open these doors way earlier. It doesn't make any difference because we can just go in the side door via the blacksmith. But we'll just open them now because opening. You can get away with doing that mid-fight with the guys inside here. I could kill these chaps at the front. I don't think they're going to drop Titanite chunks. I think that would be far too obliging. So, the hell with them. One more run, just to see if we can get a chunk. So it is good XP here. I do quite like this character in terms of the build because it's quite minimal. I like that I haven't had to invest much in many stats other than the real basics like vitality and health. Vitality and health. I think we'll just try and bring him back here a bit. I don't want to get shot. So I haven't had to go, because I haven't really gone into a dex build or a strength build. We should be two-handing here. I thought we were going to get an item there, but no. No such luck. Yes, I might be tempted to, once we've done this no shield on, I don't know what you call the non-plus new game. New game, I guess? I guess it would qualify as that pretty well. I do approve of having actual armour. Do want to make a trip to Havel. It's not very wise to fight Havel without a shield, because it's a lot safer to block Havel than anything else. Two-hand. No, he's just trying to clear us away so he can heal. Which he may well. That was very close. Okay, fine, Mr. Knight. Let's do this again, shall we? Let's do this again. So they're not entirely trouble-free, these guys. Certainly a lot easier with some more armor and so forth. And still nothing decent. I've done that run before. I've killed, what, maybe 8 or 10 of them and got 5 Titanite chunks, something of that order. It does happen, you can do that quite easily. Or it could just go bad. I mean, it does seem... Do like your swingy maneuver, don't you? I know you want to be close to your friend. Nothing from you except some moderately nice XP. Okay, so this is getting quite silly. I just want one Titanite chunk. Do we not have any? Well, I'm carrying one. One very last little sprint through here. And then we shall go and do something more interesting, but we can at least now afford to get some upgrades. I might stop over the blacksmith after this and do a bow upgrade, except this blacksmith can't do +6. So I might have to come back. Well, actually we probably... yeah, we might need to come back. Or we could die here, I mean that's also a possibility. Never to be underestimated in Dark Souls. Kind of stuck against the wall here. He really wants rid of me. Because he really wants to heal. I think we may have to let him. Come along, asshole. Give me a chunk. No, no chunks. Welcome to Chunkville, population, not me. Bloody hell. Crap. Dragon Slayer arrow. Yeah, well, that'd be really useful if I wanted a Dragon Slayer arrow of any sort. I don't particularly. It's a miss. But he didn't get his heal off. Yes, excellent. I'm not even sure if that's enough. We might need 3 for the next upgrade. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's more than 1. We'll see. We'll see. I'll stop at this blacksmith and do what I can, and then we'll probably go back to the other blacksmith. I do like a bit of upgrading, and you can never have a powerful enough weapon in this game. Reinforced, please. So that would be 2 of 2 for +3 lightning. I can relate to that. And we have a Demon Titanite, so I will go to +2 with Quelaag's Fury Sword. Now I have some Titanite shards. I might plus my longbow a bit just to make it somewhat more pathetic. So if we go for purchase Titanite shards, let's pick up just some. And then reinforce longbow. I'm short 2 still, that's fine. You can see how this XP really does disappear quickly when you start trying to do anything of value. So that at least takes us to +5. Now we can't lightning anything. We can only revert some things. There's nothing particularly we can do with a bow. So, what else can we do? We could go and try and make it a flaming bow if we want to do a Catacombs run. We do have some green Titanite kicking around. We only have 2, so we're not going to get large amounts of fire damage upgrade from that. But, nonetheless, kind of tempting to go and maybe get a flaming bow, maybe? Maybe? I don't think that would be a terrible thing to have. Can we reinforce our armour? Yes, so that's Twinkling Titanite. Now we do need a purpose for Twinkling Titanite. So I think we might +1 all of the Paladin gear. And I'll +2 the armour, the helm, and eeny meeny. It's all about the same. Really? Let's do the leggings. Yeah, so that's pretty good too. Makes me feel good. What else do we have here? We can up our standard equipment. It's twinkling for the red robes as well. Is it twinkling for the gold hemmed black? Obviously I don't have that. Oh, you can't upgrade those at all. That's right. That's right. So let's just repair everything. Do I need anything else from this guy? Oh, you can buy twinkling. I didn't even know you could do that, because I don't pay enough attention to most things. That's fine. So, again, we'll save ourselves a sprint at this point. Now, should we attune something different? I don't think I want force anymore. See, what I could have been doing, if I had any sense, was using this Homeward Miracle, which I have purchased, and spending that instead of Homeward Bones, because then it would be free! But I am an idiot, so I didn't do that. So I guess for now, we could either have 1 really good heal, or 5 crappy ones. I think 5 crappy ones for now is pretty good. Remedy... yeah, so Remedy is actually a sorcery, so we won't be doing anything with that. That's fine for now. So, let's go back to the Undead Parish. That would be yes on the goddamn default OK. Why ask me if there's an OK prompt? Am I sure? Why yes. Why yes. So let's head on out and back to the rescued lady, and we should be able to buy out her remaining stock now quite cheerfully. May as well pause just to do some stabbing. Oh good, a light crossbow. And some hollow soldier armor. Well, I might actually drop those, to be honest. I've been sorting out my inventory quite well. Drop. Hollow soldier. And... it was a crossbow, wasn't it? Weapons... Yeah, I don't need an absolute ton of those. So they just end up as little icons. I sort of wonder whether they were originally going to be the icons for pickups, because it's kind of odd that everything is just a white blob. It may be stylistic, it certainly saves art asset creation, I guess.
I was wondering when you might return. It is a great relief to see you. Now let us speak of miracles.
Yes, let us. Wrath of the Gods! Excellent. Undo irregularities. I don't know what irregularity that would be. I don't know if that's a remove curse or not.
Then be safe. Farewell.
I'm not really worried about whether it is or not, to be quite honest. So, let's go now and enchant this bow, I think. This is no doubt where I discover that I can't enchant fire at +5. Pretty sure you can. Because I believe that fire has 10 stages of upgrade, whereas lightning has 5. So essentially you're at +15, it just depends where your pluses are. And a passing player. Where the hell am I going? Catacombs, yes indeed. I can warp to... well, I can only really warp into the Tomb of the Giants, so that isn't going to help. Oh. Oh, it's the man we rescued. Oh, I haven't seen him here before.
Oh, we meet again. You've come at the perfect time. I'm done with the looting, and wondrous treasures have I. There you are. Oh, relax.
Ooh. He sells humanity. He has a twin humanities. Oh, nice man. Could buy another heal excerpt or another heal. Yeah. More healing is nice. Oh, and you can buy the various masks from Pinwheel. Because I've had the Mother and the Father before. Equipment load, hit points. But they are fugly, so I don't think we'll be doing that. Cleric armor. He hates clerics, but he has cleric gear. I guess that does make a kind of sense, of a sort. Yeah, so you don't really have anything worth buying, do you? And I could buy you a heal miracle, but you want 5k for heal. If I had a ton of attunement slots, it could be quite tempting. One use of Great Heal Excerpt, not really worth it. If you had another Great Heal, I would certainly purchase it with monies, but since you don't, moving right along. Again, there's just no need to kill them. They wouldn't be particularly challenging at this point. They don't drop anything good. And usually they are actually following us this time. But not for long. I think this is going to be Clubville again, isn't it? Ow. At least that knocked him over as well. That is now one shot, which confuses me. I'm not going to be trying to sprint through here this time. I've learned my lesson in that regard. And what the hell, we'll even use target log. So as to actually hit. Do still have magic find equipped. as well finish this necromancer off as well, unless... oh no, they don't respawn. I had forgotten that. Let's grab that as we're here. See how I'm being uber safe now? It's just too embarrassing dying all the time in the name of being faster and then not being faster due to the dying all the time. And we could of course block with our club. I haven't really been using block with my offhander. Not that it actually does very much at the moment. Oh dear. Oh, for the love of God. I just really... Really? Fine. This is very unwise. And it's kind of deeply unwise. But there are limits to how much messing around I really want to do here. Quite hard limits. And in the name of safety, bonfire it up. Nice lead. See, what I might do here is I'll just save myself a homeward bone, I think. Thank you. Because I don't really need to go all the way down, and it's going to be easier to warp out. Just a lot easier. not entirely convinced that the all the skeletons actually died. Ah, well, there was some death. Not complete death.
What's that then? Then produce me some wares.
Flaming longbow, why not? Why not? And I might make a flaming katana at this point, if I can reinforce enough. I do have plenty of souls. Is it 8, 7, some number? So let's plus up the, should we do our offhander? Yeah, let's do our offhander. That's fine. Should we do the other? It doesn't actually matter at all. So it is 8. That's fine. It's all good. Reinforce. Modify. Flaming katana. Do you sell green Titanites? No. That's okay. Can you reinforce me up a bit further? No, because I used both my green Titanite. Okay, fine. That's fine. That may help slightly. Do we need anything else from you, matey? We'll pick up a couple of those.
Then be gone with you.
That's what I was thinking. Home, please. So, let's go to... Now, do we want to go and do some demons? We do a bit of fire damage now. Not that one. Yeah. So what the hell? Let's go clear the Titanite demon in these parts, because we can. May as well kill these guys again, because they're in the way. Could even do some fire upgrades while we're about it. I see. Come along. Let's just finish you off, shall we? Still no exciting Titanite. But that's okay. That's just fine. Gotta love some upgrades. So let's do the Titanite Demon first. It'll be fractionally more tedious, but then I won't have to make 2 blacksmith trips, because I may as well up Quilag's Fury Sword as well. Although I do now have a Fire Katana, so perhaps that isn't as useful. Still. Bow, please. Similar tactic to before. Just aggravate him mildly. Preferably enough that he actually comes forward, rather than just thinks about it. That should do the job nicely. So hitting the wall. Not getting very much out of this, obviously. But these are very ordinary arrows. Again, not the most stylish way to do this. It's kind of tiresome. And there are better bows than this. I've heard very good things about the composite bow, though I can't remember where the hell it is. Obviously assorted crossbows. Whereas a short bow does tend to suck at long range, being a short bow. I watched some of an interesting playthrough where a chap was doing no shield and just bow. He seemed largely to be doing, as he actually admitted at the end of the series, no shield, because actually having a shield and a bow doesn't really work. And it's far easier not to have a shield. And I understand that. You know, that makes sense. But he did surprisingly well. Some of the fights were remarkably straightforward. Ornstein's Smogstein, he did pretty nicely. Just because, well, he was actually on New Game Plus, and he was quite heavily invested in, I think, physical damage. So his bow did a ton. Don't really have the option here because I'm not really investing in that. He was also using Pyromancy. There's a very nice Pyromancy called Power Within, which you can pick up in Blighttown from the sort of middling section. It's not really that easy to get to from the back door. It's not that easy to get to from the front door. But it's a very nice Pyromancy, gives you extra damage for a short period. And there's a ring he was using, which you can go and pick up, which lets you increase the duration of your spells. So he was really using just heavily damage boosted, maxed out damage bow, and yeah, he was doing very nice damage, you know. And then largely his technique consisted of not getting hit. It is a lot easier with range. I did a sorcery build, just complete sorcery from the start, Crimson Robes at the start of the game, Gargoyle's Tail Axe as sort of offhand weapon, I think a club before that, and a shield, normally a magic-proof shield, and that was just supremely straightforward, because magic is so powerful. Admittedly, it's almost impossible to find magic, the relevant spells without the wiki, because of the various rescuing of people in hidden locations and so forth. But it is fun playing a sorceress character. But it is a bit, and it's very nice if you've played a heavily melee character, particularly if you've had a rough time of it doing that. I would like to, if I do New Game Plus, and actually complete it with a character. You know, if I find a character I'm happy to develop, who I haven't over-invested in an area where I think where I don't really want to carry on from there, because I feel I've got a lot of wasted points. And this character's looking pretty good like that. Then it would be tempting to try Ornstein and Smorg, just with a bit more grace than I did last time. Because I tend to be too scared of engaging the superpowered one after killing the other one, because it is such a hassle getting to that point. But especially if I can pick up some more faith magic and have some ranged and melee that are both decent. It's not faith magic, I suppose, it's faith miracles. It's magic. Spells. And there we go. So, that was deeply exciting. I was gripped by all of that. And we got his catchpole, which is a rather nice weapon. It's very slow, but it has very good reach on it. Very good reach. Never sure. I like to get a bow a little bit better in terms of damage. You know, that's something I kind of enjoy. But, never really sure what the easiest kind of bow upgrade when a bow is very much a secondary weapon. Because I don't really want to invest that many resources in it. And whether it's lightning or physical damage, you're going to end up investing Titanite chunks. Fire, you're going to be investing red Titanite, which is very hard to find until the very end of the game.
Hello, Forge.
Hello. So, yeah, let's Queelag up some Queelag. And it's interesting to compare that now. So that's 238 fire, 84. So that's just over 300 damage. Whereas we're at about 240, very much 240 with our fire Uchigatana +1. We do more physical, so that's kind of interesting. It'd be nice to have some more Demon Titanite, I think. Can we reinforce our bow, and what with? That's going to be green Titanites. So we're not really going to get much out of that. It's just another, let's get a couple of green. Reinforced weapon. Let's give me another one. Fine. Yeah, so that's better. It'd be nice to have a couple more, but I don't really fancy farming anymore. I think that would be vexing. We've done quite enough farming, so I think should maybe go get Havel's ring. It's the easiest route going to be there. Irritatingly, it's probably Firelink. Well, backdoor goes with the... or is it going to be the parish brain death? So, Havel's ring, he lives in a tower which is accessible from the Darkroot Garden or on the way to the first boss. Sunlight Altar. Sunlight altar, I think, would be the thing for this. So this is the, I suppose, dragon bonfire, if you like. Now, I've completely forgotten where I'm going again. I'm going to Havel's, which is going to be on the other side of this bridge. Anyone fancy doing some following? Because I'm up for that. Right. Let's just make a move. Certainly be interesting to fight Havel. Not really sure how it'll go. I mean, he can probably... I don't know if he can one-shot us now. There was certainly a time at which he would have been able to. I think he might find it slightly trickier now, but he's probably going to easily be able to two-shot us. Just because it's there, really. It's like mountains. You've got to kill archers. Down, please. Do I eventually get this stupid slug thing? I believe so. Well, that's good. So, Havel's. Havel would be this way. Oh, hello. Unexpected guest. I don't think it's going to be very easy to parry Havel. I don't think it's going to be very easy to kill Havel. Don't need a ring of stuff dropping. I think I would like defense versus physical, because everything he does is physical. Ow. Okay, so that wasn't too tough. That's what we wanted. So the other way in here is via this little area, which is the Darkroot Basin, which you can easily get to from the Darkroot Garden. There's a back door here to get to Sen. We're going to have to kill Sen at some point, I realise. We are going to have to kill Sen. Don't think we're going to be able to take out the Hydra though, because I think the Hydra is going to face melt us to horrible death. I might actually give that a go just while I'm here. Thing is, I don't have a shield, which is going to make the Hydra slightly challenging, because having a shield is something of a prerequisite. Okay, so they go down quite fast. This mob type is kind of worth getting used to fighting, because you will pick them up later. These are pretty weak compared to some of the ones you'll encounter during the game. So that kind of blur in the lake is the Hydra. I would be impressed if we could take out the Hydra. Not to mention extraordinarily surprised. Okay, so those bolts are not fatal. Which is good. They chafe. Just get a bow out, that'll encourage him. As you can imagine, we are quite plainly slightly over level for this now. And I have no problem with that at all. So this will be very novel. To say the least. That seems unfair. Yeah, so you want to be in the water, really. Shouldn't really be drinking all this Estus. Go along, Hydra. One hit. The last head or two are usually quite hard to kill. Although, one dragon scale, which I'm not sure what it's for, and a dust crown ring, which is probably lovely. Okay, and the starting night set. What the hell is that ring for? Extra castings halves hit points. Right. Don't think we'll be using that then, really. But nice to kill the Hydra. I mean, that was, you know, that was good. Nice to kill something. So this is one route to the expansion content, which I still haven't tried, and I'm not sure that I'm going to try this playthrough, but is the back of this lake. This ladder is a very handy shortcut to the Darkroot Garden, and, well, maybe we will go this way. We are still in the Covenant, which is kinda handy. We haven't joined anyone else. So while I'm here, I could have a go at Sif. I think it's gonna hurt me. But we do need Sith, because the item he holds is kind of vital to us being able to win the game. So, he himself, he doesn't have a Lord Soul, but the item he has is extremely important. So if you have a fairly magic resistant shield, and a bit of patience, and a bow, because normally those tentacles are not as obliging as they were there, then you certainly can get in there quite early. Oh, I forgot that this place has... this is full of bears, isn't it? These are a bit of a hazard of this side of the garden. And they are quite a hazard. Since we're fairly imbalanced for this area, I'm willing to risk it a little bit. I don't know why I'm going through this way. This isn't a very sensible way to go. And there's the remaining sort of bear rat dog. Whatever the hell they count as. I don't know for certain. Hiding behind trees if you're doing this, early or late in the game. Exceptionally good plan. Their charge is horrendous. And they will just do little orbits. They will not go down this quickly if you take them early in the game. Really, very much not. I'm going to try and take that on the chin. That hurt. Yeah. See, amongst the things you shouldn't do in Dark Souls is assume that you can just do that sort of thing. What an idiot. Am I the right bonfire? Walk to the parish. Yeah. So let's... oh, I forgot about him. May come back for you, mates. I don't think we'll take you now. Because I have souls to recover. It's not an absolute ton of souls, but it's a couple of giant kills, you know. Good, we're finally back to one-shotting those, that's the way it should be. Couple of lightning damage. Come along then. So, yeah, we'll go back and get our corpse, and then I suspect we might get to the entrance to Sith, I think. I don't know why I call him Sith. Just a brain error, I think. So everyone here still loves us, which is excellent. And since everyone thinks we're lovely here, I will show you, just while we're wandering through. I believe it's at the back here. Now there are trees here that are dangerous. know, it's not a complete walkover in here. It can be exceptionally nasty, I mean, especially before you discover the Covenant here. It can be extremely hazardous to your general well-being and your specific well-being. Oh, I'm not one-shotting them because I'm not two-handing. Oh, crap. Let's just do some general deforestation. So if you need moss, good place to get moss. Mostly red moss, which I am not particularly in need of. But some purple will go down well for New Game Plus if we do that. This is what I came out here for. So this armour is just really, really nice. It's pretty effective and it looks very cool. And that's the only reason I like it. That combination of the two. So we make our way over here. More trees. So that is the lake in which we fought the Hydra. One thing people have commented on a lot, and they are quite right, is how well connected all the environments in this game are, how well everything kind of sits together, and it does, you know, it's just really pleasant that way. Now then, yeah, this is where I thought it was. So if you're not friendly with the Covenant, there is a Lady Archer hereabouts, who, now I think she does have a rather nice bow. That may be where you get, is that a composite bow or the black something or other bow? There is a nice bow that she has anyway, but you have to deal with her bodyguards. Yeah, so I was in the right zone. Now, I don't think those rats will have, rat dog pelicans will have come back. I do think they're on this side. I don't know why I think that. Because I'm probably wrong. That's the way up. No, it must be the other side. Okay. Okay. I thought it was this side. Black Bow of Faris, I think she has, because I believe she is Faris. That ranger? Yeah. That rings assorted bells. I'm not really playing this Covenant properly. This one here that I joined. If I were, I'd wear her ring and then I could get summoned in from around the world for PvP to attack poor innocent bastards who wander into this area and the previous garden area. But I don't really want to go there, you know. That's the big dog bear. and we should be able to take him from here, really. This is how I normally kill them, if I really, really want to kill them for any reason. Of course, normally I aim better, obviously. Oh, hell and tarnation for it. Nearly got me to jump off there. Are you going to come over here? I still don't know what they are. I don't particularly care. But it's vaguely interesting. They look like the similar sort of species to the head of our little group that I don't really care that I'm a member of. And doubtless will shortly exit as soon as I want to stab someone up. Because I would really like to kill that bodyguard for his ring. Just because I could. You know, that would be nice. And we could kill Faris for her bow, if we wanted to. So it's all mushroom people around here. So this is Sif. I don't know how well this is going to go, probably terribly badly. So I think what we'll do is we shall call this at this point. So this has largely been a video of faffing around. We did kill a Hydra, didn't really gain us anything, but it's dead, so, you know, it's pretty nice. So next time, I think we'll attempt to kill Sif, and see where we go from there. So I hope this was vaguely enjoyable, and thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.